My life that has really changed since I've had a relationship with the Lord has been my relationship with other people. And I think a lot of that just comes from just the way I've always thought of how other people view me. And growing up, I just was really aware that people had expectations of me, and I always really wanted to meet those. Just in the classroom, like, teachers want you to be a good student, and so, like, I did my best to be the best student that I could be and get straight A's and that kind of thing. And when I was at home, I wanted to be a good sister and a good daughter, and failed a lot at that. And I don't know, just athletics in every area of my life felt like people had a view of who they thought Stephanie Beckwith should be, and like what good personality traits she should have, and what kind of things she should be good at doing. And I wanted to meet people's expectations. I wanted to be who they wanted me to be. And I think that just shaped me a lot growing up. Going from group to group, I just really shifted my personality a lot to fit the expectations. And so when I came to college, I guess it was just a time for me to choose who I wanted to be. There were no expectations of me, and I had wondered a lot about the whole God thing, that if someone was going to have expectations of me, that was probably going to be God, and he probably was going to have some pretty big expectations of me. And I thought of myself as a pretty good person. Like, I got good grades and was fairly nice and that kind of thing. But as I started getting involved in crew, I learned a lot about what God expected from me, and quickly learned that if I was going to depend on myself to meet God's expectations of me, then I would have to be perfect. And I quickly learned that I am not perfect. And that was unfortunate, but not as bad as it could have been, because I quickly also learned that Jesus was perfect. And so as long as I trusted in Jesus and served the Lord and loved the Lord, that was it. I didn't have to be anyone for God. I could be a mess all the time, and God would still love me no matter how big I failed, and no matter how big the gap was between who I was and who God had wanted me to be. And I didn't have to meet his expectations. And so yeah, I think just learning to trust Jesus to be that person for me was a huge lesson, and it's freeing, because I don't have to be someone for God. And I think today, like, that only makes me want to know God more. That only makes me want to have a relationship with him more, because of everything in this world, the one thing that I feel like I don't have to meet expectations for is God. And that has just been really, really freeing for me. And I just feel really cared for and loved. And so, yeah, that's a little bit of my story. But I am Stephanie, and before I was assessed, and now I am accepted.